everyone, this is going to be a short video to go over the kind of idea between this 1-2 code, 1-3 code, whatever we're talking about. So let's find the 1-2 code for 30 dots two different ways. Let's do it the way we have it in the notes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 dots. And I'm not going to write these every time. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 explosions. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. We had an even number when we started. 30 is an even number. And you notice that there are no leftover dots. Now I've got an odd number of dots. I've got 15 dots. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 explosions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have 1 dot left over. Let's see. 1 dot. 7 is also an odd number. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3 explosions. 1, 2, 3. And we have a remainder. Now we have 3 dots, also an odd number. So we're going to have only 1 explosion. We have a remainder, and we have a final dot that we can't do anything with, so that must be part of the answer. And let's see. Since we did all of the remainders in green, let's write the number in green. We have 0 in the first box, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. Well, what does that mean? The first box is the 2 to the 0 box. 2 to the 0 is 1. The second box is 2 to the 1. And 2 to the 1 is 2. This next box is 2 to the second power, and 2 to the second power is 4. Then we have 2 cubed, which is 8. And 2 to the fourth, which is 16. So I have 1 16, 1 8, 1 4, and 1 2. Let's see if that really does add up to 30. So 1 16, 1 8, 1 4, and 1 2. Let's see, 6 and 4, 8 and 2. That gives us 20. 2 and 1, that's 30, and that worked. So we know we did the right thing so far. Let's find the same answer a different way. Let's start with 30 and divide by 2 and keep track. Actually, I'm going to move it to this page. So I want to divide by 2 and keep track. There's 30 divided by 2 is 15, remainder 0. 15 divided by 2 is 7, remainder 1. 7 divided by 2 is 3, remainder 1. Now I'm going to take the 3. 3 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 1. So we have, let's use green again. We have 0 from the remainder. We're just looking at remainders. 1, 1, the remainder, and then the last number. So we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. And we could write it this way. We could write that the number 30 base 10 is equivalent to the number 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0 base 2. Those are the same. Okay, well that was kind of easy. Let's find this is supposed to be what is the code? We wanted to find the code, the 1-2 code for 141 dots. So we're going to do it the second way that we figured out. So we've got 141 divided by 2. Let's see, 2 goes into 14, 7. 2 goes in no remainder. 2 goes into 1, 0 times, remainder 1. Then we take the 70. 2 goes into 70, 35 times, remainder 0. And it's those remainders that we're keeping track of. 2 goes into 35, let's see, 1 with a remainder of 1 into 15, 7, remainder 1. 2 goes into 17, 8 times, with a remainder of 1. 2 goes into 8, 4 times, remainder 0. 2 goes into 4, 2 times, remainder 0. 2 goes into, this 2 is the 2 here. 2 goes into 2, 1 time, remainder 0. And so we've got 2 pieces of information at the end. We have a remainder, and then in the next box we'll have a 1. So let's see, let's get some boxes. In the first box we have a 1, in the next box 0, in the next box 1, in the next box 1, in the next box 0, in the next box 0, in the next box 0, and in the final box 1. Do you see that this very last division has a remainder, and the number that is the whole number left over is smaller than 2, so it can't divide anymore, and that will go in the next box. And again we have 2 to the 0, 2 to the first, 2 to the second, 2 to the third, 2 to the fourth, 2 to the fifth, 2 to the sixth, and 2 to the 7th. Now let's see. Anything to the 0 except 0 to the 0. Anything else to the 0 is 1. Anything to the 1 power is itself. 2 squared is 4. 2 cubed is 8. 2 to the 4th is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 times 2, 64. 64 times 2, 128. So we have 128. We have 1 8. We have 1 4. And we have 1. Let's add those up and see if we really do get 141. So let's see, we've got 16 plus 4 is 21. 2 and 2 are 4, and bring down the 1. And we do indeed get 141. That's kind of cool. All right, well let's find the number of dots, of original dots that have the 1110 code. All right, well let's see, 1110. 1110. So I've got 0 in the first box, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Just a second, I must have pressed something. I sure did. I pressed the brightness. And 1 in the fourth. So we've got 2 to the 0, 2 to the first, 2 to the second, 2 to the third. 1, 2, 4, 8. We'll have 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 ones. So let's see, 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. So let's start with 14 dots and work backward and see if we get the same code. So we've got 14 divided by 2 is 7, remainder 0. 7 divided by 2 is 3, remainder 1. 3 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 1, and there it is, 0, 1, 1, 1. Well, that was fun. Let's look at the 1, 3 code. So if we started with 30 dots, let's not start with 30 and explode and all that bit, because we did that with the 2. Let's start with 30 and divide by 3. So we have 30 divided by 3 is 10, remainder 0. 10 divided by 3 is 3, remainder 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1, remainder 0. The first remainder, the second remainder, the third remainder, and then the last number that is finally less than 3. So we get the code 1010. Let's work backward and see if it really does equal 30. We have 3 to the 0, 3 to the 1, 3 squared, and 3 cubed. 3 to the 0 is 1, 3 to the 1 is 3, 3 squared is 9, 3 cubed, let's see, 9 times 3, that's 27. So it looks like we have 127 and 1 3. 27 plus 3 is 30. So that's kind of groovy. Well, let's see how many dots we would start with in order to have a 1, 3 code of 1200. 1200. So we have 3 to the 0, 3 to the first, 3 to the second, 3 to the third. We'll have 127, 2 9s, and that's it. 0 3s and 0 1s. So let's see. 9 times 2 is 18. This is 27 plus 18. What am I counting? Okay, there we go, 45. So now let's go the other way. We've got 45 dots. Let's start with 45 dots and see what we get if we really do get a code of 1200. So we have 45 divided by 3 is 15, remainder 0. Remember, it's the remainder that gives us the number in our code. 15 divided by 3 is 5, remainder 0. 5 divided by 3 is 1, remainder 2, and 1 is less than 3. So our code is 1200, which is exactly what they gave us. I think that is all I wanted to do in this little video. If this doesn't help, or if you're still not sure, you have my cell, but here it is again, 210-861-9934. You can text anytime. I may not answer right away because I do sleep, but I don't want you to spend lots of time being frustrated. Well, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.